The third annual National Municipal Bond Summit kicked off in Miami Beach on March 30th. The Bond Buyer and the Bond Dealers of America teamed up once again to bring fixed income professionals from all over America together for a 3-day conference. A record 300 plus issuers, investors, dealers, attorneys, financial advisors, and vendors gathered at the beautiful Fontainebleau Hotel and Resort for seminars and discussions of interest to the bond industry.
It's a really interesting time for the market, and I think the attendance, it was a record attendance this year, over 300 people, underscores that the sands underneath the market are changing very quickly, and people are trying to figure out what they're going to do to cope and move forward.
If you're looking for information, this is the place to find it, because certainly you have experts here in their fields that are going to give you the kind of information that you need to take back with you, whether you're a city or an issuer or in private practice. You're gonna get what you need here.
We're an issuer, and we'd like to learn more about the buyers.
We provide liquidity facility, so we like to come here and listen to what they say about the current market situation.
Well, this is a toe in the water for our firm before we commit time and resources to this. I just wanted to come down here and get a sense of this conference. I found that the content of the conference was high quality. They addressed the current issues that are meaningful to today's bond market participants.
While a variety of factors motivated attendees to come to Miami, everyone agreed that the talks and discussions in the ballroom sessions were a golden opportunity for an education on the latest trends, concerns, and opportunities in the municipal bond market. A broad spectrum of industry leaders covered a wide variety of current topics, and the conversations were highly informative and thought-provoking.
Is that I am optimistic about the economy's prospects, that after 3 very lean economic years, a year and a half of recession and a year and a half of weak economic recovery, I think 2011-12 should be good years.
One of the fundamental differences between states and European monetary union sovereigns, for example, is that it's just the nature of their challenges. U.S. states have a revenue and spending problem. They don't have a debt crisis.
I was involved in the discussions at the end of the year on whether to extend all of the uni-bond provisions from stimulus bill. And it was in stimulus, therefore we are not going to do it.
We don't use the word stimulus, and we don't use the word BAB when we go up to Capitol Hill. I know that probably comes as maybe a little bit of a disappointment for a lot of folks, but it's a 4-letter word on Capitol Hill right now that you just can't use.
There are no new deals in the variable rate space to speak of. In the past, not only did we have rollovers, we had significant new deal volume in the VRDO space. We're not having that today.
If you look at the history of defaults, especially during the Depression, how we got to Chapter 9, where there were over 4,000 municipalities during the Depression that were not only defaulting, but having all sorts of litigation that tied them up, tied their money up, and was extremely wasteful, if not a huge distraction from finding a solution.
The backlash against the spending in Washington and the growth of the Tea Party and fiscal conservatism is the new wave, and you've got the proverbial cluster. And so that's where we find ourselves.
I picked up some very good information as to where the markets are and just quite frankly some of the things that are coming down the road in the future for the municipal bonds. And I appreciate that.
Speakers have been very well selected, and the topics have definitely been of interest to us, and we've been happy, so I'm looking forward to coming back next year.
And of course, between sessions, there was lots of networking. Refreshment breaks and cocktail hours were sponsored by a host of vendors who support the municipal market, and they too benefited from attendance at the summit.
It's been absolutely worthwhile. The contacts that we've made, the people that we've met, the old acquaintances that we've come into contact with, and even our clients who are down here have made this a very important event for us, because it's a great way for us to gain market intelligence and to learn about the marketplace in which we're competing and who our competitors happen to be.
We've met a lot of people here. Turnout's very good, and we've also noticed quite a large number of people on the buy side at this particular conference. Very good turnout, meeting a lot of people and making important connections with folks.
But a springtime trip to Florida just wouldn't make sense if it were all work. The program included a Friday afternoon golf outing at the lush Normandy Shores Golf Club. Whether it's on the golf course or at cocktail hour, one reason people appreciate connecting with others at the Municipal Bond Summit is the opportunity to discuss their concerns about issues and uncertainties in today's marketplace.
The people involved in the market really believe in what they're doing. They really believe in the mission of bringing capital to public projects. There have been a lot of questions in the last 5 to 6 months raised about our ability to do that at an efficient price, and people here are committed to fixing that, and that's been a great topic of discussion.
The two big things are credit quality and what's going on with state and local budgets, and then liquidity for buyers and sellers and issuers having access to the markets.
A lot of discussion, of course, with respect to just the fact that there are not a lot of buyers in the market right now for the product, and how the market's kind of addressing that, and what's going on with respect to yields, and then all of the worry in the media, if you will, all the perhaps over-attention with respect to the municipal market.
Despite the concerns, a few days of commiserating with colleagues left most attendees feeling more informed and optimistic.
It makes me feel better. I'm bullish on America, and I think we'll come out of it anyway.
This is now on the top of my to-do list in terms of conferences, and just listening to speakers and trying to network with folks who really are decision makers in the muni bond market. I think it speaks for itself, and I think it has a lot of potential to grow.